Good afternoon, everyone. How are we doing? Back again for the watch alongs. Very exciting indeed. The last one we were meant to do was Hull City, and then that, of course, got postponed. So, yeah, really pleased to be back. It's been a bit of a chaotic morning for Watford fans, especially with rumours on social media about Imran Loser's future. The club have quickly come out quite sensibly and quashed that, which is a good thing, I feel. They said he's got a hip injury, and Adam Jury at the Watford Observer is running with that same story as well. No alleged bid from both Ipswich or Everton. I know that's been the rumour today, but yeah, Loser's okay. He just has a small hip issue. The team selection, though, is very interesting indeed. I'll run through it with you now. You can also see it on the ticker below me too. Starting in goal with Egil Selvik, Jeremy Ngakia at right back, Kevin Caben, James Abankwa is available and fit, which is good to see. And Mark Boller is our left back in midfield. Again, of course, no Imran Loser today, so we're quite light on numbers. Eduardo Bove, about a month away from fitness too. So we've got Hector Cipriano and Kayembe in midfield. Now, this could be either a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-4-2. To me, it looks potentially like a 4-2-3-1 again, potentially with Mamadou Doumbia dropping deeper into the 10. So you got Rocco Vata on the left, Othman Mama on the right. It would be Doumbia in that floaty 3-10 role, and then Luca Kiramgard up front. That is the Watford team. Blackburn have some players returning from injury as well, and of course, I'm sure we'll discuss about their boycott today as well. Not many fans are going to be in the stadium. Potentially more Watford fans than Blackburn. I'll see when they pan over to the crowd. Cashin starts for them, as does Tronstad. Forshaw in midfield. Cantwell returns for them as well. He's a very good player. You might remember Todd Cantwell from his time at Norwich. Ohashi comes back into the team, as well as Miller too. So Blackburn getting some players back from injury. Of course, they are in the relegation zone, I believe, as well. And if Watford have any sort of serious playoff ambitions, this is a game we have to be winning, especially after recent results against Pompey, Millwall, the Bristol City Cup thumping as well. If Javi Gracia is a serious manager, if he is the man to get us into them top 6 positions, today is a huge game. For me, it is the biggest game of the season so far. I'm sure I'll say that a lot in the next few weeks, but of course it is. Of course it's the biggest game. Evan says Loser is leaving. We discussed that just at the start of the stream, actually, Evan, about Imran Loser. An interesting situation. I woke up quite late today to see all the rumours on social media about him going to Everton or Ipswich, and that he hadn't travelled with the squad today. The club line and the official line from, of course, the Watford Observer is that there is no bid. Loser has a minor hip issue. He did a fitness test yesterday, Friday, along with Matty Pollock. They both failed that test, and they haven't travelled with the squad today and are unavailable for selection. So, of course, the club could be lying. There could be a bid there. We might find out more next week, of course. That does happen in football. Not everyone tells the truth, but I'd like to believe that Watford wouldn't sell Imran in this January transfer window. And yeah, I don't think you should be panicking too much if you are concerned about Imran Loser leaving the club. VJ says, hey up VJ, how are you? Sky Blue says, come on Blackburn. And yeah, it's interesting actually, the Blackburn boycott today. Of course, their ownership group is a complete mess. They're managed by former Watford manager Valerian Ismail as well, which is interesting too. And they've just ran that club into the ground. They've charged way too much money for ticketing at times, and attendances have dwindled over the last few years. A real lack of investment into both their pitch, the ground, the wider squad. And yeah, fair play to Blackburn fans for making a stand. Of course, as a Watford fan, it's a big opportunity for us, unfortunately, to take advantage of this situation. You would argue that, you know, normally the home advantage with the crowd behind you would aid the home team, but on this occasion, with the lack of atmosphere, it may favour Watford as a team away from home. So yeah, let's see how it plays out. We're just waiting for the teams to emerge out of the tunnel now. I think we might be kicking off actually at 1 minute past 3 due to the EFL. I think it's called the Every Beat Matters campaign, of course, of the British Heart Foundation, and learning CPR as well. So yeah, you know, I'm really nervous for this one. I really hope we can get it over the line, and I don't even want a scrappy 1-0 win. I want Watford to put these teams to the sword. Yes, defensively we're light on numbers at the moment, and I found it interesting once again that Javi Gracia has opted not to include Formos Mendy in the squad. But when you look at our attacking players, Vata, Mama, Luca, Doumbia, Bar and Iran Kunda on the bench alongside Semedo as well, that is more than enough quality for Javi Gracia to get some good attacking numbers out of us. So yeah, no excuses for me. A big final week in the transfer window as well. We'll be covering that here for the next seven days or so. Watford have got to get some business done, at the very least for me. You know, clearly a backup left back for Mark Boller. He looks run into the ground. He's absolutely knackered. So for me, that is a priority position. And if possible as well, of course, we need kind of a left-sided centre-back in, or at least someone who is comfortable playing alongside Matty Pollock on that side of the pitch. So yeah, lots of work to be done. Plenty of departures potentially happening to Jeremy Petrie. You know, I could see leaving. James Morris has agreed a deal in principle with Leighton Orient. Pierre Duomo, as we've reported, after the last few weeks, looks to be on his way out as well. So yeah, lots to happen over the next week or so. We will keep you updated, of course, both here on YouTube and across all our social platforms. If you are new to the Watford Way, don't forget to give us a sub here on YouTube. It really does help us out. And yeah, they're just panning the camera around to kind of the main homestand here at Ewood Park. And yeah, all I can see is blue seats. Really, it's absolutely empty. About 1,000 Watford fans in attendance today as well, which is yeah, a really good showing. It's a long way to go up to Blackburn, so credit to all you Watford fans who have made the journey. Tony says, hi all, let's get going, guys. Evan says, I hope we get a striker in. Not sure about Dennis. Well, Dennis has just signed for Bodo. So yeah, no Emmanuel Dennis return, unfortunately. Evan, he has signed for Bodo Glint. Up north near the Arctic Circle. Was it Bodo Glint? I think it was, yeah. The BBC lineup is showing Doumbia at CDM. Oh, wouldn't that be a disaster, Alexander? Yeah, it looks like Doumbia will be in that floaty 10 role potentially in like a 4-2-3-1. Equally, Javi could go back to the 4-4-2 as well. So I'm going to put my AirPods in now. The teams are walking out and I can listen to the commentary as we go along as well. Yeah, excited for this. Nervous as well. So nervous. And yeah, here are the teams. They're just out now, lining up in front of that gigantic homestand at Ewood Park. Oh, I'm nervous. Right, let's get our score predictions in then. What did I go within my preview? I can't remember. As I said, I kind of want a big win. We've not had like a 5-0 this season. Of course, we lost 5-0 against Bristol, but yeah, I've got to be, with the squad we have and the attacking players we have especially, I've got to be confident. So yeah, I'm going to go for a 4-1 Watford win. Hopefully, fingers crossed. That is what I'm going with today. Let me know your score predictions in the live chat as well. What did I say? Yeah, 4-1 win. A 4-1 win to Watford. Here we go. And it's actually sunny at Blackburn, which is nice. It's sunny where I live as well. It's yeah, a nice change from the rain we've had over the past couple of weeks. It just feels like we've had non-stop rain for ages and ages and ages. So yeah, it's been nice to see the sunshine for a change actually today. What's up? Watford has gone for a 21 Watford win. I'm loving that, Harry. Good positivity from you, my friend. Evan says Watford wins 6-0. Again, I'd love that scoreline. Yeah, we've got to go for the game. I think Javi Gracia has certainly been too pragmatic and I would say stubborn with his team selections in recent weeks. I know he really likes Tom Ince, kind of the more experienced players in the team. But when you've got kind of Bar, Vata, Iran Kunda all on the bench against Millwall, you know, something's gone terribly wrong. You know, at least two of them players have got to be must starts for me. And of course, it's great to see Vata start today. Geordie Shafatatse, a bench option to bring on in the second half as well. So yeah, Tony's gone for a 2-0 win. VJ says, I'm not confident, 0-0. Interesting. You usually bring the positive energy, VJ, so that's a shame. Let me know if my audio's okay as well. If I'm a bit loud, I can turn me down. Do not worry. Do let me know if I sound all right. The referee, Adam Herczeg, today. Never heard of the guy. Although the referee we had for the Pompey game, Ruben, I think his name was terrible. He really was poor. I actually really liked him as a ref before that game. I'd watched interviews with him before about kind of like a day in the life of a ref, how it works, like a young ref in the Football League, and he seemed like a nice bloke, and I'm sure he probably is, but yeah, it was an odd performance from him. Todd Cantwell about to get us underway here at Ewood Park. Eugene McGeever has gone 4-0 Watford. Let me get my timer up here. Here we go. Evan, you keep asking this question. I only follow like Watford content creators on TikTok. If I followed everyone, I would be following like two or 3,000 people. Here we go. About to get underway here at Ewood Park. And we're underway. Todd Cantwell kicks off. Blackburn wearing their classic sky blue and white shirt. Watford wearing our home kit today. Again, no outing for our green away kit. And here's Rocco Vata early on, making inroads down this left-hand side. It goes all the way back to the Blackburn keeper. Yeah, interested to see kind of how we function in midfield and attack today. Of course, you guys know I'm not huge fans of Edu Kayembe in midfield. Pleased to not see Sissoko in the squad at all. I do think that's a real positive, and hopefully Javi Gracia has learned his lesson there. But yeah, Kayembe and Hector together, I do feel that's quite a slow, tepid midfield pairing. Let's see what happened. Surprised to see as well off-man Mama start today. It looked like it was quite a serious muscular injury for him during the week. He was taken off the pitch by the Watford physios in tears, actually. So yeah, clearly not as bad as we first thought, unless Javi is just taking kind of a massive risk starting him. But yeah, really positive to see our Moroccan magician off-man Mama starting today over on that right-hand side, actually. Cantwell takes the Blackburn free kick quickly. And to be fair, even though they are boycotting, there's still quite a few home fans in the stadium today. It's certainly not kind of a full walkout, no one in attendance from a Blackburn perspective. And look, I respect anyone who has gone. I respect anyone who hasn't gone. You know, if it was me and, you know, Watford did the boycott, I probably wouldn't do it. You know, of course, this is just me speculating, but, you know, I've already paid my season ticket money anyway. So by me attending or by me not attending, I've still paid my money anyway. So yes, it's a real interesting moral dilemma actually. Whether you attend or not. But I know I personally just like going to football to meet up with people I know, have a bit of food before the game. It's just part of like the match day routine, isn't it? So I respect people, both ways, whether they've attended or are choosing to watch from home like we are. And here's Kayembe. Nice pass. Over to Kevin Caben down his left-hand side. Boller now into Vata. Kayembe back to Vata. Vata looking really lively early on. Referee, surely that's a foul. He plays advantage. Here's Ngakia, who is the captain for today's game. Luka Kiramgard finds himself in space. Shoots, and what a save that is by the Blackburn keeper. A really good opportunity for Luka Kiramgard early on. He forces a save out of Toff in goal. And already 3 minutes into this game, Luka Kiramgard finds himself in acres of space, gets it on his left foot. And he probably should be doing slightly better there, but he does force a save out of the Blackburn keeper. It's currently 0-0 at Ewood Park. Watford with the corner now. Be good if we could stick this away early on, just to calm the nerves slightly. Right onto the penalty spot. And again, Luka Kiramgard. Bit of a miss hit there. It might have been Vata actually in the end. A good delivery from that corner. Yeah, I think it was Luka Kiramgard. Just kind of a miscued touch there at the back post in the end. Javi Gracia on the touchline in his big Canada Goose coat. I think that is. Javi Gracia has expensive taste, it seems, in winter clothing. They're about like £500-600, aren't they? Canada Goose coats. I certainly could not afford one. I'd rather go on like a week's holiday rather than buying a coat for that price. Oh, Vata, really energetic early on here. Good work by Off-Man Mama down this right-hand side as well. And a really bright start here by the Hornets. Cantwell goes down. Referee says play on, no foul. Oh, good start. Good start by the Hornets today. Evans says if we get the first goal, we will destroy them. Loving the positivity, Evan. Absolutely. And yeah, Watford with the opening chance. Luka Kiramgard getting his shot away on target. Another corner for Watford. Kayembe going over to take it now. It's being taken on the opposite side of the pitch to the first. Come on. Come on, Adu. Good delivery into the box. Stick it towards the back post. It's going to be an in-swinger. And yeah, it's a poor delivery by Adu. He can't really beat the first man. Charlotte's here. Afternoon, James and everyone. Hello, Charlotte. I hope you are doing well. A good tempo to this game already. I'm liking this. This is feeling like a proper game of Championship football. Certainly not the jab affair we had to watch just a few days ago at Vicarage Road. It really was a bore fest, wasn't it? Especially in that first half. Offside for Morishita of Blackburn. A Banqua now. Watford looking to play out from the back. Boller on the ball, who, as I said, must be absolutely knackered with the amount of football he's played in the past few weeks. No break for Mark Bowler at all. What's the deal with Loser and Pollock? So yeah, Charlotte, it's interesting. Obviously, there was rumours this morning that Imran Loser was in talks or had agreed a move to either one of Everton or Ipswich. The club come out as the team was released and said that Loser had failed a fitness test on Friday alongside Matty, and the Watford Observer confirmed the story and also elaborated by saying that Watford haven't received a bid for Imran this window and will not be selling him in January. So I hope that clears up all of the rumours we've seen on social media today. Luka Kiramgard nearly winning the ball off the Blackburn keeper there. Good work rate by Luka in this opening 7 minutes or so. I do feel his body language has been off in recent games, especially against Millwall. I felt he was quite dejected and wasn't going for all of his duels at kind of 100% effort. But yeah, Luka looking good early on. Here a score update for you as well. Leicester City losing to Oxford United. Oxford scoring against Leicester City away at the King Power Stadium. Here's Kayembe into Mamadou Doumbia, who's dropped a bit deeper here. Do subscribe if you are new around here as well. I think we're about 7 or 8 subscribers away from our target for today's stream, which isn't a lot. So if you are new around here and are enjoying it, do hit the button down below. Oh, it's a lovely pass by Doumbia into Rocco Vata. And here is Luka Kiramgard. He finds Boller, surely. Oh, what a block. What a block. That was almost certainly going to be a goal for Watford. Mark Boller about to unleash a rocket. And then the Blackburn defender comes over and covers really, really nicely. What a block that is. That's a game-saving block early on here. And what a run that was by Mark Boller. Finding space over on the left-hand side. We've seen him do that countless times this season. And yeah, I think it was Miller with the block in the end. So Watford going for the long throw here at Ewood Park. What an opening 8 or 9 minutes this has been for the Hornets. 2 or 3 kind of half chances in this game already. It's not on TV, Alex, due to the 3 p.m. the stupid 3 p.m. blackout rule in the UK, of course. Here's Vata, throws it in, picks it back up as it falls back to him. Abankwah wins it. Blackburn look to clear. They do. They hoof it up towards the halfway line. Boller's there to intercept. He heads it to Doumbia. Oh, tell you what, Watford are looking good here. Not too bad at all. Like, this is the intensity and work rate that I've wanted to see for the past few weeks. I just feel we've been so tepid and insistent on faffing around at the back. You know, Selvik holds on to the ball for about 30 seconds at a time as well. It's been quite drab and dreary to watch. I just want Javi Gracia to, you know, unleash this squad a bit more and kind of show what they're all about. And as we discussed just before kickoff, we've got, you know, a huge amount of options on the bench today. They'd start for most Championship teams. Iran Kunda, Bar, Georgie Shatfatatse, all on the bench. I won't speak too soon though. Here's Blackburn. Abankwah intercepts and it falls into the arms of Egil Selvik in goal. Phillips says, I sense that loser wants to return to France after several years in England. Yeah, he's been linked with Paris FC before. They're the team who are right next to Paris Saint-Germain, actually. Their stadiums, I think, are next door to each other. They've got quite rich owners. They're looking to invest, and it seems like that's the strongest link with rumours so far. He might end up there in the summer, so keep an eye out for that. Auntie Angie says, good morning, Hornets fans. Happy New Year to you all. Happy New Year, Angie. How far into the year can we go before we stop saying Happy New Year? I've always kind of wondered that. You know, can you still say Happy New Year to someone you see in like March? It seems a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? I would say, yeah, like end of January is probably the limit. Here's off-man Mama, who gets into space down the right-hand side. A good ball by Mama, intercepted, goes out for a corner. Watford looking so dangerous here early on. We should probably be a goal ahead already. So another corner for Watford. Kayembe, I think, has gone over to take it again. Hopefully a better delivery this time, beating the first man, of course. And you've got height in the box as well. Kyprianou, Doumbia in there. And that is a better delivery. Oh, and the keeper misses it for Blackburn. It goes over everyone. And I think it goes out for another corner, actually. I think the keeper might have got fingertips on that in the end. It's okay, Angie. Don't worry. I wasn't having a go at you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Still a week of January to go. Yeah, I think you are right, Charlotte. I would say like end of January is probably the limit for people to say that. And yeah, I think if we win today, we go back into sixth position with a game in hand as well. That's what we all forget about as well. Of course, the whole City postponement, you could argue, has gone in our favour slightly in that we do now have that game in hand over the sides around us. And if we win that, we put ourselves into a really strong position. But the focus very much here at Ewood Park first and foremost. We've got to get the 3 points here today. Selvik clears. Good interception by Hector Kyprianou. Hector, the protector. Doumbia into Kyprianou. Here's a Banqua. Kevin Caben to Ngakia. And again, Hector intercepts. Hector's having a good game so far, actually, in the right place at the right time. Doumbia dropping deep. Mark Boller here, finding some space down the left-hand side. An early delivery into the box. Luka Kiramgard attempts to get to that. And is that another Watford corner? It might be a throw. We have covered that plenty of times today, Angie. And yeah, the club have confirmed via their official channels that Loser is out with a hip injury. And the Watford Observer as well have also said that there's been no bid for Imran in January. And that, yeah, it seems like the club will reject any offers for him if they come in. So, yeah, he'll definitely look to go in the summer, I imagine, Imran. But, yeah, don't expect him to leave in the next week or so. I think we'll have him at the end of the window, Angie. Kyprianou with the delivery. Again, he can't beat the first man. Poor from Edu Kayembe. Yeah, that's it, Charlotte. I mean, we never know what the club's official position is on this, really. They can put whatever they want out on kind of their official club channels. I'm sure internally they probably have had offers for Loser in January, but of course they're not going to come out and tell fans that. So, yeah, don't read too much into what the club say. But I think just using common sense, Watford's aim this season is to finish in the playoff positions. Loser's on a very good contract running until 2028. We're under no pressure to sell him this window. So, yeah, look, I'm sure there has been approaches made for him. I've got no doubts about that. But, yeah, to assume he'll leave in the next week, the last week of the window, is a bit silly, I would say. I think he'll still be here, which should be positive news for everyone. Anthony says, how are Rovers holding up? You've not really had too many forays forward, I would say. Watford putting you under a lot of pressure. Our centre-backs right on the halfway line. And yeah, we've had, 3 kind of half chances in this one already. So, yeah, you're certainly up against it at the moment, Anthony, is what I'll say from a Blackburn perspective. Your best opportunities have been coming down kind of our left, your right-hand side. Come on, Watford. Hector again in the right place. Kayembe dilly-dallies on the ball. Watford just about deal with this. Selvik into James Abanqua. Bit of a rush clearance by Watford in the end, but yeah, we get away with it. What do the crowd levels look like? There's more Blackburn fans there than I expected, actually. Yeah, lots of empty blue seats, of course. I think their crowd levels have been quite low all season, but yeah, the home areas are. I mean, from what I can see on camera, I would say there may be like a third full. Yeah, a lot more fans than I thought, considering kind of the advertisement around the boycott. What do I think about the pedestrianisation of Norwich city centre? I've got no idea. What a random question. What do I think about that? I hope it happens. There you go. Oh dear. Come on, Watford. Here's Kayembe looking to set Mama through. Lovely crossfield pass by Kayembe. Here's off-man Mama taking on his defender. Mama shoots, and it falls into the hands of Toff in goal. Oh, it's an Alan Partridge quote. Yeah, I've never watched him, so yeah, that's why I didn't get that reference. I get it now. Sorry, I'm probably too young for that. I'm probably too young for Alan Partridge. Here's Mark Bowler. Oh, lovely ball towards the back post. Mamadou Doumbia running onto that Tronstad for Blackburn. Clearing that one. Watford putting them under so much pressure. I hope these chances don't come back to Ruiz in the end. We really need to be putting one of these away at some point just to make the crowd feel a bit more uneasy. But yeah, Watford certainly playing like the home team at the moment. Is Doumbia playing well, says Evan? I would say so, yeah. He's having a good game so far. Really good hold-up play. Oh, corner comes in. Blimey, Luca Kiramgard puts that just wide. He gets a good contact on that. He swears to himself. He says the F word, Luca. Yeah, it's a massive chance. It looked like it took a slight deflection, actually. Let's just watch it on the replay here. Yeah, it looked like it came off kind of his shoulder there, maybe, Luca Kiramgard. Watford get a corner on the other side. Vata puts it in. Again, the first man clears that very easily. We need a better kind of corner delivery here. Off-man Mama, terrible ball into the area. Blackburn looking to counter now, and here come Blackburn. Off-man Mama tracking back, and off-man Mama does really well defensively there. That's great work rate from him. And, yeah, Watford get away with that one. Still they are coming down this right-hand side. Really good strength by Abankwah, and Watford win the goal kick. Lovely stuff. Looking comfortable here 20 minutes into this. All right, Watford goal kick. We've been very good so far. We just need kind of that final cutting edge. Someone to put the ball in the back of the net. That's all that matters. And if you are new around here as well, lots of you tuning in today. Of course, it's a non-televised game here in the UK because of our 3 p.m. blackout rule. So thanks to everyone who's joined us in the live chat and anyone who's lurking in the background as well. Yeah, do hit subscribe down below. Leave a big like on the stream as well. It really does help out the channel. A big shout out to Tom Cleverly, actually, as well. Cleverly beating Luton Town earlier today by 1-0. I think Cleverly is only 3 points away from the playoff positions in League One now as well. So yeah, it's really turned around Plymouth Argyle's fortunes. I really hope he can keep it up. Here's Vata. Luca Kiramgard holds it up well again. I tell you what, Vata, Luca, Doumbia, all having great games. Here's off-man Mama. Keeps it in play. Lets it go out for a corner. Lino says goal kick instead. That's a shame. Lee Jackson says, get K9 off and Iran Kinder on. Interesting. So you would play Iran Kinder almost as like a second striker then, Lee, or kind of like a little man to run in behind. J Laws, do you think Gino will pull the trigger if we lose? I don't think he'll pull the trigger if we lose today. I think if we lost, let's say we didn't pick up a win until, I don't know, mid-February, for example. I think Gino certainly would consider it, yeah. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Like, the guy's got no morals, if we're being honest here. Like, Javi Gracia gets hired. You got all the club promotion about, oh, we're so pleased to have him back. It was such a big mistake sacking him last time. You know, if Javi Gracia is not performing up to the standard that Gino Pozzo thinks he should be, I've got no doubts in my mind that he will be dismissed. So, yeah, maybe not today. I think that would be, you know, way too soon, J Laws, to answer your question. But, yeah, certainly if the form continued and it was like a longer run of, let's say, 8 or 9 games without a win, then, yeah, for sure I could see Gino doing something like that. So Watford have a set piece here from deep. We've taken it short. As I said, lovely to see the sunshine at Ewood Park today. It's been so rainy all week. Rainy and windy, cold, miserable. It's the first sunny day we've had for a long time. Yeah, absolutely, Kyle. You're spot on there. Yeah, absolutely. What are the Premier League games today? Can you guys let me know what the Premier League fixtures are? I was watching West Ham Sunderland earlier, and that was a massive result for West Ham. I'm not sure if they're quite out of the relegation zone yet, but yeah, 3-1 win over Sunderland is massive for them. Alex says there's a chance cleverly Gracia, Edwards and Ismail will be in the Championship next season. That would be strange, wouldn't it? That would be a very weird coincidence. But yeah, as you say, certainly a possibility. Well taken down here by Doumbia. He's having a great game so far. Really good to see him back from AFCON and in fine form for us. Here's Kayembe, edge of the box. Surely will unleash a shot. He cuts it back for Boller. He's got 2 men on him. And referee, it's a corner, surely. Yes. Fantastic. Another corner for Watford. It's been a great start for us, Alisson, today. Absolutely. You know, the only issue is, you know, so far we haven't put the ball in the net. And in football, that is how you win matches, ultimately. It's very simple. You know, I don't care if Watford are crap for 89 minutes. If we get the goal in the last minute and we win, like we did at Norwich, then yeah, I'm very happy. Kayembe shoots. Yes! Come on! Come on! Yes, Kayembe! What a guy! What a guy! He's got that in him as well, Kayembe. The ball fell to him really nicely, and yeah, what a strike from distance. Edu Kayembe, get in there. Oh, come on. Brilliant stuff. Delighted with that. And you know what? We thoroughly deserve that goal as well. Let me get that changed for you on here. There we go. That's had a goal in Watford's favour. Kayembe right in front of the away end as well. Goes over. Takes in the applause. So yeah, it come from a corner. The ball kind of fell to Edu. He cuts back inside on his left foot. Unleashes a rocket right across the floor, actually. Hard for the keeper to get down in time to save that. And yeah, whilst Edu has his flaws, of course, you know, he does have that in his locker. He's got that strike in his locker and he's unleashed a good one there. Watford 1, Blackburn 0, 27 minutes into this game. Come on, come on. Happy with that. And VJ as well, thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, good times all around. Come on. Really, really pleased. And we thoroughly deserve that. We really, really do. And we're doing this as well, remember, without Imran loser. Matty Pollock is injured too. Let's not get carried away, but hopefully this is the start of Watford, finally getting back to where we were over the Christmas period. The 4 games in a row that we won. I think we won, 2 or 3 away from home in that period as well. That the game against Leicester was a real standout for me. So yeah, hopefully this is the start of something good. And as I say that, Blackburn score. Cantwell scores for Blackburn. And maybe I was getting carried away. It's Blackburn 1, Watford 1. Cantwell just kind of sticks it away at the near post. The ball gets fizzed in. And I think he just sticks his leg out here. And it's terrible. You could argue that's down to Egil Selvik. Really poor from him. Kind of right at his near post. Doesn't get down quick enough. Oh. Jesus, man. What a palaver. God. Yeah, Blackburn have scored. Ugh. And they always say that as well, don't they? I suppose, once you've scored, the few minutes after you've scored that opening goal, it's kind of the most dangerous point in the game because, you switch off at the back, you're a bit more vulnerable, and yeah, they've taken advantage there. Blackburn 1, Watford 1. For God's sake, man. All airtime says #freebar. I would be surprised if Kwadwo doesn't get onto the pitch at some point today. Charlotte says lack of concentration there. Yes, we're awful. Someone said ChatGPT predicted a 2-1 win for the Orns today. Well, that's positive news. David Cook. Hello, David. I hope you're good. Says time to concentrate. We've been far and away the better side. It's a very fortuitous goal for Blackburn, I will say. Watford should still be winning this quite comfortably with the players we have, and kind of the situation around Blackburn generally in the past few months has been really dire. So yeah, it sounds terrible, but as a club chasing for them top 6 positions, you have to take advantage. And yeah, but from a Blackburn perspective, Valerian Ismail, a former Watford manager as well, they have something to prove. Blackburn are only out of the relegation zone right now on goal difference. They're on the same points as Portsmouth in 22nd place. So it is kind of a huge game for them today in terms of getting points on the board. How's Jez doing? He's been doing all right, actually. Obviously, he made the mistake in the last game at Vicarage Road, but yeah, it's been solid so far today, in my opinion. Well intercepted by Rocco Vata. Here he comes. Poor pass, though, out to off-man Mama. Commentator's curse has done me there. Oh, here's our good friend, Jerry Sudworth, for all of you channel regulars. Jerry says, Watford must be the worst team I have ever seen. You watch, they'll get absolutely battered now. Now, Jerry, thank you so much for your kind words as always. I really appreciate that. And thank you for tuning in, Jerry. Absolutely. Oh, dear. Funny. Come on, Watford. I'm not taking a draw today. I'm sorry. A draw today, in my eyes, is a disaster. We have to go and get the 3 points. But yeah, going back to the Kayembe goal, I mean, a very good strike from him. As I said, we know he's kind of got that in there. As a midfielder, what is he? Is he a box-to-box player? Not really. Is he a 10? I'm not sure. Is he a defensive midfielder? Certainly not. So, yeah, Kayembe is a bit of just an odd, physical profile. I don't really know what he is. He's a weird player, isn't he? But what he can offer you at times is kind of that goal out of nothing, and he's pulled one out there, which is really good. Here's Mamadou Doumbia chasing this ball down. Really good work from him. Cuts it back to off-man Mama, who's looking really sharp today. I thought it'd be out for absolutely ages watching him go off the pitch in tears on Wednesday night. But a very speedy and quick recovery from him. He must have just felt something, maybe a bit of cramp, I don't know. But yeah, all good from off-man Mama so far today. Cantwell looking to spray a ball out to the right-hand side here. Blackburn making their way up to the halfway line. Watford getting lots of bodies behind the ball now. Here's Morishita looking to go past Ngakia. Watford win it back. Sloppy pass by off-man Mama. Ngakia wins it back for Watford. Doumbia loses the ball. Back and forth at the moment. Bit chaotic. Oh, dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Do I think we'll make any additions to the defence in the window? I feel that's where we are lacking as a squad. I certainly hope so. Valon Barami has hinted at that. It seems like we are looking at people we were linked with. Manchester United left back Harry Amass has since moved to Norwich, which is a real shame. Caesar Inga seems to be one we're after as well, although there's a club in the MLS looking at him too. So yeah, I'm sure the final week of the window will be very chaotic, as it usually is. I think it's more so getting rid of players who Javi isn't using as well. Pierre Duomo hasn't been in the squad for months. Jeremy Petry isn't being given a go at all under Gracia either. We're low actually on the centre-back options today, and Formos Mendy doesn't even make the substitutes bench. So I think it works both ways. For me, the biggest priority is someone who can play both centre back and left back ideally, and just provide some cover and like a backup option for Mark Bowler. Really, that is kind of what I'd be after in this final week of the window. I imagine we'll end up getting someone from Udinese if all else fails. That is kind of the classic Watford move, isn't it? Really. Evan says, do you know how long until Bove can play? Well, according to the Watford Observer, they've said about 3 to 4 weeks. So what are we now, the 24th of January? He signed a few days ago. So, I looked at the calendar yesterday. It looks like Derby at home, kind of around the 20th of Feb. Could be a good game for him to make his debut. So, 3 to 4 weeks for Eduardo, although, you never know with these things. It could be quicker. He's apparently come with a good level of fitness as well. So, Watford take a massive risk here defensively. The Blackburn fans asking for a penalty. The referee, thankfully, blows the other way. Ohashi goes down in kind of like a bundle with James Abankwah. And the referee, has he done Watford a favour there? I'm just watching it on the replay. Abankwah kind of was on the wrong side. He was being quite physical. I think, both players were jostling with each other there. So, probably the right call by the referee. I don't think that's a penalty at all. Oh, thank you, Philip. Yeah, it's a weird player, isn't he, Edu Kayembe? It's just, I don't really know where he fits in, but he does offer something sometimes against certain opposition, and he's done so today. I think he's had a perfectly fine game, to be honest with you, Kayembe, as has most of the squad today. It was just again another silly goal to concede. We switch off from the set piece, and Selvik gets beaten at his near post. So just bit frustrating all round, but I'm certainly not dejected. This is a huge chance for Watford to go and get 3 points, and we have the options on the bench to bring on and do just that. So for the time being, I'm calm. I'm good. If we win this game, I'm jumping back on the playoff train. I'll be back on the train. Right now, I'm kind of off the train, waiting at the station. Get the 3 points today. I'm back on board, on the road to the Premier League. Do subscribe if you are new to the channel as well. I think we're just 3 or 4 away now from our target for today's stream. So if you are new and you're enjoying what you're listening to and watching today, do hit the button down below and give me a big thumbs up as well. It really does help out the channel. I tell you what, for a player who has just returned from a long-term muscle injury, Rocco Vata is really getting stuck in and working hard. Vata has stayed on the ground actually here. He's just called the ref over. I think the physios are going to come on. Rocco Vata clutching his upper right thigh, which isn't a good sign, of course, after he's just come back from a muscular injury. Yeah, I think Watford might be having to make a substitution here. Rocco Vata kind of feeling his upper thigh area on his right leg. The Watford players surround him. Obviously, we've got Georgie, Barr and Iran Kunda on the bench to bring on if we need to. I do feel Vata has been rushed back unnecessarily. You know, I'm really shocked to see him starting today. Look, as a bench option for a couple of weeks, sure, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, Javi Gracia, you know, maybe not taking the best advice by starting him today. Georgie Shakfatatse looks to be the one getting undressed here. So yeah, Georgie Shakfatatse coming on for Watford, guys, it looks like. Which is, I mean, it's a positive and negative, isn't it? Vata being taken off after he's just come back from an injury. Yeah, the physio's moving his leg around, feeling his thigh. Phillips says the first subs bench in a long time without Sissoko. Well, he wasn't on the bench during the week, actually, Philip, either. So, but yeah, obviously, I'm not a huge Sissoko fan, as you guys know. So, yeah, I'm not too bothered about Sissoko not being on the bench, to be honest with you. Oh dear. Anyway, bad news here. Yeah, Georgie Shakfatatse taking instructions from Watford's assistant head coach here, assistant to Javi Gracia. Georgie putting his shirt on now. Rocco Vata coming on. It didn't look really serious. It didn't look like a real serious one, but maybe some sort of kind of cramp here for Rocco. I don't think it's a reoccurrence, which is good. But concerning nonetheless anyway. Oh, Vata's in pain. Yeah, he's in agony. He just kind of went, like to himself, so... Kwadwo Bar talking to a member of staff in the tunnel there. It looked like he was quite angry about something. I'm not sure what Kwadwo's issue was. Yeah, the assistant's the one with the green hair. I think his name's Igor Alaranade, something like that, Kyle. I don't want to butcher his name. Igor something is his name. Is the one with the grey hair? Yeah, I think he worked with Javi during his last spell at the club. Actually, when we reached, of course, the Emirates FA Cup final. I think it's that same guy. All airtime says Vata shouldn't have started. I agree. I actually do agree. I thought Vata was having a very good game. Don't get me wrong. He was one of our brightest sparks. But to start a player so soon after a very serious injury is is a bit mental to me. I mean, of course, I have to caveat everything I say with the fact that I've got no idea, what the specifics of his muscle injury were, how long the recovery takes usually. I'm not a medical expert at all, but it did seem very quick when he was brought back. Here's Boller. So Georgie Shakvatatse, now on for Watford, is kind of taken up the same position that Vata was in. Of course, slightly different players. Georgie likes to drive with the ball more rather than having attempts on goal. He certainly likes to play through the middle. Todd Cantwell causing Watford quite a few issues here, actually. He's not really in like a specific role, Cantwell is kind of floating around, kind of that number 10, drifting out to the right, out to the left. Yeah, I'm concerned for Rocco. Imagine if he's now out for another 2 to 3 months. I mean, it would just be such a shame. It really would be such a shame. You know what? I've probably got to blame Javi for this. I just feel he's been rushed back unnecessarily. We had Georgie, Barr and Iran Kunda all on the bench. They've all been vying for starts for weeks. And it goes with a player who was out for, several months and has only just returned. It's an odd one. I'll stop talking about it now. It's a conversation for another day, isn't it, I suppose? Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Yeah, Javi Gracia clearly loves Rocco Vata. I think there was an interview I remember, Kyle, where Rocco said Javi was kind of working with him one-on-one in training and trying to like nail down exactly what he wants from Rocco in games. I just find it odd that he's been included so quickly back into the 11. That's all. Okay, so we are approaching half time now, about to approach the 45th minute. How much time will get added on? I don't imagine a lot, maybe 2 or 3 minutes max, I reckon, if I'm to take a guess. Watford certainly, since Rocco went off, have not been as good. Blackburn applying the pressure towards the end of this first half. 3 minutes have been added on, Harry. So yeah, 3 minutes added time. How old is Doumbia? I think he's only 20. So, 19 or 20, Mamadou Doumbia. Very young, Anthony. All our strikers are under 22. Yeah, all our strikers are 22 and under. I'll take the 1-1 at half time because it gives us a chance to kind of regroup and go again. Oh, here's Mark Boller. Got a shot. Oh, yeah, he gets the shot away. Toffing goal. Very comfortable for him. Straight at the keeper by Boller, but he's been getting into good positions all game down this left-hand side, so it's good to see him finally get one away from his feet. Yonica says, hi, how are Watford doing? I'm watching this City game. We're doing fine. That has been taken off injured, which is a bit scary. Hopefully it's not a long one for him. First kind of 20-25 minutes, very good. But since Blackburn have equalised, they've been the better side, I would say, in this one. So, Hector Cipriani, yellow carded. Looking really frustrated, Hector. Went in quite hard on Todd Cantwell there, dragged him down. I think that's a fair yellow card, actually, from the referee. I'm not sure why Hector's complaining too much there. I think we've got the youngest squad in terms of average age in our 11, Anthony, in the entire championship, which is, really good considering where we are in the table. All right, so this will be the last chance of the first half. Obviously, Hector dragged down Cantwell there. Quite a deep set piece here for Blackburn Rovers, but a chance for someone to get their head on this. Selvik comes out and claims comfortably, which is good. He needs to be more dominant around his area. 30 seconds left to go in this first half. Mark says he's mad at Gracia. He brings Vata back way too early, which he did not need to do. And we have chat for that, say, Bar and Iran Kinder. I'm absolutely with you there, Mark. A really strange decision by Javi. Don't get me wrong, Mark. Vata had a really, really good game up until he was taken off. But yeah, a strange decision by Javi, and I'm glad I'm not alone in thinking that as well. Refresh my feed here. Oh, what's happened? All right, it's half time. Let's stop the timer. How do I do that? There we go. Pause timer. Let's get ready for the second half. Take my AirPods out. What do I think about that then? I mean, we started really well. Like, I don't want to gloss over the first 20-25 minutes. We really started like a playoff chasing team. We were really positive. We had lots of chances. Luca had a shot, 2 or 3 minutes into the game, which was great, of course. But yeah, Vata goes off. Blackburn gets some momentum. The crowd, although a small crowd, they get behind their team. And I do just feel Javi, again, is underutilising his wider squad players. There's 4, 5, 6 players at Watford who, let's be honest, they get no game time under Javi Gracia. And I think we saw this in his last spell at the club as well. He kind of picked a team, and once he settled on an 11, he would stick with that. And regardless of the results, he wouldn't change it for a really long time. So, yeah, positive signs. I think we have enough, certainly on the bench, to go and win the game in the second half. I'd be shocked if Kwadwo Bar doesn't come on to the pitch today, as with Nestri Iran Kunda as well. So, yeah, interesting in terms of the bench and who we can bring on defensively if we had an injury there. You've only really got James Morris, which is a bit nerve-wracking. Foremost Mendy is at the club and available to be selected. Javi Gracia doesn't seem to like him. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, and then I'll be back with you to look ahead to the second half. But good signs, positive signs. But for me, this is a must-win game. And if Javi Gracia doesn't take all 3 points away from Ewood Park, given the circumstances around their club today as well, it's a massive missed opportunity, and questions have to be asked. So, as Mark says, losing at home to Millwall, rubbish versus Pompey, I would agree with that. And Mark says now about to lose to Blackburn. Well, we've got 45 minutes left to go, Mark, but hopefully we can get the job done. So give me a few minutes and I'll be back to look ahead to the second half. Hello, hello. Can you all hear me okay? I'm back again, ready to go for the second half. And I've just been looking at social media for a few minutes, actually, just to gauge, other fans' opinions on the game. And yeah, they're all they're all in agreement with us, really. I think the decision, whilst Rocco played really well, the decision to start him when we've got Bar, Iran Kunda and Georgie on the bench is so silly. It really is. It's just insane. It's actually kind of football suicide. A player is out for 3 months, let's say. That's about right for Rocco, kind of 10 to 12 weeks with a serious, was it a tear, a strain? I don't quite know what the issue was, but it was a real serious muscle injury for Rocco. He's an explosive player. We know he likes to turn and drive towards defences at pace. And to play him for half an hour in the week and then start him a couple of days later when he's just come back from a serious injury is unbelievable. It's such poor management from Javi Gracia. And hopefully he'll come out in his press conference and put his hands up and say, I take the blame for that. But Javi Gracia is a very experienced manager. I could understand it if it was like a Cleverly maybe or someone in kind of their first couple of jobs in football management. But Javi should know better, not to risk players like that. And a real odd one, actually. Carl says, I think some of our fans are too toxic. I agree. They're already saying Javi out. Look, we can't forget about the Christmas period. Look, Javi stuck with a team over Christmas. We won the 4 games in a row. 2 defeats in 14, whatever it was. And look, we were all very happy. We were on cloud 9. We were all going kind of like Viva la Premier League. We were on the road to the playoffs. And of course, now we're in kind of a poor moment. We're in a poor run of form. People turn on the manager. It's just, I think, Kyle, it's the nature of football fans. I am very reactionary myself. I got very excited about the Eduardo Bove signing. I'm not going to hide away about that. I do get very excited sometimes with new signings or performances. I get carried away. But I think if you can take the time to just try and be a bit more balanced, kind of think about the pros and cons. And I do think social media is an echo chamber of toxicity, but it always has been and it always will be. So don't take too much time reading into all the negative stuff. We like staying as positive as possible here on the channel. Angie says the revolving coach door is pretty damaging in my opinion. Absolutely. And, for everyone saying Javi Gracia out, who do you then bring in for the last few months of the season? It would be our 3rd head coach this season. It's proper panic station stuff if we do that, isn't it? So, where do Watford go from here? I don't know. There's still 45 minutes of football to go. As I said, for the first 20-25 minutes, I was very impressed with chance creation, how many shots we were having on goal. The Kayembe strike was really good as well. We know he's got that in the locker. So, let's take the pros with the cons. I think we've been the better side. If Javi Gracia is sensible and uses the options on his bench, we should win this game. But I am starting to get more questions than answers with Gracia. Excuse me, about to burp. At the moment, I've got more questions than answers. All right, we're just waiting for the players to re-emerge out of the tunnel. Josh Lewis is here. Josh, my friend, how are you doing? One shot to them and it goes in. And it was a poor goal as well, Josh. I don't know if you've seen the goal, but it was a poor one to concede, really. Sad to see, James. I still believe that their defence is looking solid. Well, Josh, as we just said, we've got the options on the bench for Javi to use. Semedo's there. Iran Kunda is there. He's been pushing for a start since before Christmas. Kwadwo Bar got no minutes during the week against Portsmouth. So, whilst you can, of course, talk about our defensive frailties, and that's natural with the injuries we have and the recall of Max Elaine, in attack, that's where our quality is, and that's why I want Javi to kind of go for games a bit more. It's all well and good sitting in and being conservative. But if you're not going forward and looking to score goals, you ain't going to win football matches. And we've got the quality in them kind of wide forward areas to do just that. So yeah, frustration all round here in my household. The cameras have just panned to some of the Blackburn fans looking quite cold. The Watford fans looking dejected in that away end as well. They look freezing too. Yeah, some questionable faces on them Watford fans in that away end. I saw someone munching on a hot dog there as well. That looked very nice indeed. Oh dear. It's a bit, as I said, it's a big game for both sides. Blackburn, if they win, kind of takes them out of that relegation battle just for another week or so. And if Watford win, kind of we get back into them top 6 positions with a game in hand as well. So a huge one for both sides. I think as we get further into the second half, if it stays as it is at 1-1, I do think the game will open up a lot, and of course there'll be then opportunities for Iran Kunda and Quadwo if they come on to run in behind. We're still in the top 6. Yeah, someone did say that earlier, actually. I think on the live league table, we are just about into them top 6 positions. Doing good, James. Hope you're doing well. I certainly am. I've got no clue why Nestri didn't start, to be honest. I blame Selvic's positioning for the goal. So though it's silly for a banquer to give it away. Yeah, I think Selvik, Selvik is a fine goalkeeper for this level. He's an adequate championship goalkeeper, but he's got a mistake in him, as has James the banquer as well. That's what happens when kind of you have a younger squad. I thought I saw Nestri Iran Kunda about to come out there. Actually, I got confused with a different player. It looks like the same 11 that we saw end the first half. Georgie Shatfatatse chatting to Edu Kayembe, Luca, Kiramgard, Hector still there, as is Kevin Caben. And yeah, just waiting for Blackburn to come out of the tunnel as well. All right, time for my AirPods to go back in so I can hear the commentary. What I don't want though is for Javi to wait too long. We saw against Portsmouth in the week that it took until the 80th minute for Nestri Iran Kunda to come on, and as an attacking player, if you guys have played at any level, whether it be National League, Sunday League, with your mates in the park, it's difficult to impact a game in just 5 or 10 minutes. You need to give a player kind of a whole half or at least half an hour to properly influence and impact a game. So, if Javi is to make changes early in the second half, do it on the 55th, 60th minute. Don't wait until late on, because that would be a huge waste for me. And I also saw, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this, but when the substitution was made for Georgie to come on over Rocco, I did see Barr walk down the tunnel and he was speaking to a member of staff in quite a heated way, I would say, potentially. So I don't want to read too much into that because I, of course, don't know what was discussed. But on the camera feed I'm watching on, Quadway Barr certainly in a long discussion with a member of coaching staff, potentially about that substitution, which I found interesting as well. Clearly, Quadway is potentially unhappy at his position currently. Oh, we are back underway now. Sorry, I forgot to hit the timer. Let's do this and adjust it accordingly. There we go. Here's Off-Man Mama down the right-hand side. Here's Luka Kiramgard looking to find space and get a shot away. The referee says there was a foul involved somewhere. Free kick given to Blackburn. I don't think that's a foul, referee. So yeah, Watford, if you're not watching the game with me, Watford are shooting away from our fans this time. In the first half, we were shooting towards the away end. Second half, we're shooting from left to right. And of course, Blackburn, the opposite direction. They're shooting towards where the Watford fans are located at Ewood Park. Here's Kayembe. Boller. Big chance for Doumbia. Defended as well. And Blackburn are looking to counter here. Here's Todd Cantwell on the ball. Spreads the ball out wide to the right-hand side. Ahashi keeps it in, looking to take on James Abankwah. Ahashi with a ball into the box. And it goes past absolutely everyone. And Egil Selvik claims that very comfortably. Oh, all right. Second half. Morishita taking on Jeremy Ngakia. Passes to Todd Cantwell. Cantwell's very easy to spot with his haircut, by the way. Oh, Georgie Shaffatatse, great defensive work from him. He really does well there. Wins it back for Watford and drives up past the halfway line. Kayembe plays it through to Luka Kiramgard, who again has a bit of time and space and fires right over the bar. Luka having a few chances today and yeah, it's just not sticking it away, which is really unfortunate to see. As I think Mark alluded to earlier, I wouldn't mind seeing Iran Kunda on for Luka as kind of a smaller, pacey option to run through the middle and stretch their defensive line. Luka's had a decent game. It's one of his better performances in the Watford shirt. He's just not managed to find the back of the net, unfortunately. James Abankwah does really well there. Great work by Abankwah. Really good from him. Under a lot of pressure as well. Ngakia looking to find Mama. Gets intercepted. Goes all the way back to James Abankwah. Ball hoofed up to Luka Kiramgard. He doesn't take it down. If you are new around here, please do subscribe. We're just 3 away now from our goal for today. So if you can, hit the button down below. It would be very much appreciated. And leave a big thumbs up on the stream too. It really does help out our channel. Here's Todd Cantwell. Lots of players forward here for Blackburn. Well intercepted by Abankwah. Still in the dangerous area. Watford need to clear here. I tell you what, when Blackburn do counter, they're committing 5, 6, 7 players forward. It's quite incredible to watch, actually. Kyle says, Barr could have left in the summer but stayed as he was excited for the new project. Thrown under the bus since the return from injury. Vatter put in today above him. I feel bad. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment of Kwadwo Barr's situation, actually. He showed under Tom Cleverley last season what he was all about. Obviously got injured kind of start of this season, has come back, looks fit, ready and raring to go, and it's just not been given an opportunity to impress, which, as you say, Kyle, is a real shame. Nothing's happened so far yet, Evan. You haven't missed anything, do not worry. Yeah, how many yellow cards is Hector on, Philip? Is he close to 10 bookings then this season? Come on, Watford. We're sitting a bit deep. Come on, let's get out. Let's push higher. Here's Kayembe. Oh, it's terrible but from Kayembe. Oh my god. He took his goal really well, but He's still the same Kayembe I remember. Here's Georgie into Luca. Georgie, have a shot, Georgie. He's off man Mama. Big chance. Ah. Oh. He goes to the near post. It's comfortable for Toffing goal. Good attacking move by Watford. One touch passing. I felt Georgie could have taken it on himself. He laid it off to man Mama on the right hand side instead. He cut back on his left foot and shot at the near post, but it was quite a tame effort in the end. He's on 8 yellows, Hector Cipriani. Wow, it's quite a lot. So yeah, if he gets to 10, I think that would be a 1-game suspension for Cipriani. Come on, Luca, hold it up. Be more physical. Ah. It's been that way all season, Kieran, hasn't it? You know, we've been doing that since the opening day, haven't we? So, yeah, no real surprises there. Cantwell gets the cross in. Selvik can't deal with it. Blackburn corner right in front of them Watford fans. 52.5 minutes played here. All right, corner to Blackburn. Some defending for Watford to do here. I've got a bad feeling about this one. We do clear, luckily. We've not got it up the pitch yet, though. It's still in a dangerous area. Banqua does hoof it that time. Walloped away by his right foot. Kayembe does well. Watford still haven't dealt with it here. Morishita over on this left-hand side. Trying to cause Ngakia some problems. Goes out for a throw. Wrexham have equalised away at QPR. Callum Doyle with the goal, 1-1 in that game. Oh, big chance for Blackburn. Selvik does well. Oh, that was dangerous. Really dangerous there from a Watford perspective. We're getting away with this at the moment, and you know, I'd only leave it for 5 more minutes or so before making changes if I was Javi Gracia. He's got options on the bench. He's got to use them. No, for me, there's no excuses here. There are, you know, with the greatest of respect to any Blackburn fans watching, you've had a poor season. You've got a few injuries. You're in the relegation zone and you're having a boycott today. This is a prime opportunity to take all 3 points. And so far in this second half, I'm not seeing the signs that suggest we'll do just that. Come on, Watford. Plenty of time still to go. Oh. Oh, here's a Hashi. Oh, thought that went in. Hits the side netting. Did Selvik get something on that? It might be a Blackburn corner here. Yeah, Blackburn's wide players causing us real issues. Cantwell dictating play centrally too. They're looking good. You know, they're a bit better than I thought, actually, Blackburn. I've got to give them some credit. They've come out fighting in this second half. They just announced the attendance, actually, is about, I think they said 11,500, which certainly isn't the case. I would say it's closer to maybe 5,000 or 6,000, if that, the attendance at today's game. Just looking at the images I'm seeing here. Yeah, if I'm Javi Gracia, I'm getting Kwadwo Bar and Nestri Irankunda ready to come on. I'd probably do Bar for off man Mama, because Mama looks a bit tired. And yeah, I'd probably try Irankunda down the middle, actually, just to stretch that Blackburn back line. Here's off man Mama, the guy we were just talking about, down the right-hand side. Early ball into the box. Here's Georgie. What a big chance for Georgie Shatfatatse. He had an open goal, and he's got to be scoring that. Georgie Shatfatatse, a huge miss. What a ball by off-man Mama, and what a miss by Georgie Shatfatatse. He had an open net. He literally had an open net. That's unbelievable. He skies it 20, 30 yards over the bar. It's a horrific miss. And whilst George is a great player, what we can say for certain is that he is not a clinical finisher in front of goal. I think we all know that by this point. That was a clear-cut opportunity. Our biggest chance of the game so far, I would argue. Wow. Great run by off-man. Great ball, an early ball, unexpected. And Georgie was running onto it. I thought he was going to slot that away. That's a real shame. Massive miss, massive chance. And a corner now for Blackburn. So Watford at one end have a big opportunity. And at the other end, Blackburn now have a corner. Oh dear. Ellis is in the chat. Hope you well, Ellis. Cantwell takes a corner, comes in, cleared by Mamadou Doumbia, I think it was. Oh. Anthony says next goal's the winner, I reckon. It does feel like one of them games, Anthony. It feels like quite a tight game. Yeah, I think you're probably right there. VJ says, got to improve his finishing as well. Yeah, huge chance for Georgie. He's really good at driving with the ball, but, you know, his issue has always been kind of that final moment in... Oh, chance of Blackburn, blimey. Kieran says he went to Hull City. Well, credit for going, Kieran, of course. For it to get postponed. The pitch didn't even look that bad. They must have deliberately done it due to their injuries. Well, that was the conspiracy theory going around the internet. I'm sure the Hull players probably wanted to play, as did their manager. But, you know, football is a nasty game behind the scenes. I wouldn't be surprised if stuff like that happened. And yeah, the game's rearranged now. Let us know if you're going to the new fixture, Kieran. Obviously, it's a bit more difficult now being midweek, but yeah, fair play to any fans who went up to that original postponed fixture. It was kind of a waste of your time, a waste of your money, and let's hope we can beat them in a few weeks. Here's Mama, looking to get an early ball in again. The Watford players claim handball. The referee doesn't even wave it away, doesn't take any notice of the Watford appeals. All right, so we're now approaching kind of what I was talking about here. We're kind of in the 60th minute. It's just got to go for the game, Javi. Like, I don't want to swear on here, but effing go for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, just put your best players on. Take off Mama, although to be fair, he's looking good. Put Bar on, Iran Kunda on, and let's go for it. Let's have a go. Get shots away on goal. Run at their tired legs. Run at their tired fullbacks. Mama gets taken down here. Yellow card, referee. Surely, I mean that is just blatant. Oh, you're still going to the new one. That's good, Kieran. Fair play to you. Fair play. Sounds like a triple substitution here for Blackburn. Morishita coming off. So the Blackburn manager, Valerian Ismail, taking the initiative in this one. Lewis Miller coming off as well. Ale Biosu, the second substitution coming on for Blackburn. And Forshaw has gone off as well. So those are the three Blackburn substitutions. Ah, yeah, you went to the whole game as well, didn't you, Evan? I remember. Okay, so Valerian Ismail has made his substitutions. A triple change there from the former Watford manager. Javi Gracia has not made any so far in this second half. Nathan says, afternoon, everyone. Afternoon, Nathan. Hope you are doing good. If you are new around here as well, please do hit subscribe to the channel. It would be very much appreciated and help us out immensely. And also leave a big thumbs up on the stream too. All airtime says some subs would be lovely. Nathan says Mama needs a break. Kieran says we need to give Javi a chance. The Pozzos might sack him for losing 3 games in a row. Well, you never know, do you? I mean, nothing surprises me anymore with Watford. So, yeah, who knows? It's not for me to speculate, really. But if the poor form does continue for the next few weeks, Pozzo might panic and go, kind of, this is his last chance at the playoffs. And yeah, he might make another change this season and we have our 3rd manager. Who knows? Who knows, Kieran? Eugene with a score update. Sheffield United 2, Ipswich 1. That's a big result for us in the race for the playoffs. Sheffield United beating Ipswich Town. A change for Watford. 1 change, but you'll be pleased to hear it. Nestri Irankunda getting ready to come on. Well done, Javi. Well done, Javi. Irankunda coming on. Overhead kick attempted by Ahashi, well wide of Selvic's goal. Watford goal kick. Off-man Mama being taken off. It's a shame as he's had a good game, but yeah, obviously he was injured during the week. It's probably a planned substitution, I would imagine, as well. Mama shaking his head actually as he goes off as well. So yeah, Nestri Irankunda on, off-man Mama. Nestri Irankunda on, I should say, off-man Mama being taken off. So yeah, a good half an hour or so for Irankunda, which is a positive. Vata is back on the bench. I just saw Rocco Vata in kind of a big winter coat. So, yeah, hopefully he's okay. I'm sure Javi Gracia will confirm after the game. Sometimes you can just get really bad cramp, but it did look to me like, another hamstring injury, unfortunately. How major it is, as I said, I'm sure we'll find out soon. Here is Irankunda down the right-hand side, looking to use his pace. Well done, Nestri. Wins Watford a throw. Thoughts on K9 today? Probably should have had a goal, Nathan, actually, early on. One of his better performances. But, yeah, still probably, not up to the standard we need as a team. Challenge him for promotion. And I think Javi uses him wrong sometimes as well. It's not really a target man type player. Yes, his physical profile is that of a target man, but yeah, I think he's a slightly different profile to that. So yeah, he's been absolutely fine. 6.5 out of 10 for Luca. So Irankunda, long throw towards the penalty area, gets it quite deep actually. It was better actually that because obviously Tom beat them as well, Kieran. So yeah, made it all the more sweeter. Was that at Plymouth or was it at Luton? I didn't check. Watford throw, Boller to take it. Doombia's gone down off the ball here. I don't know what's happened to Mamadou Doumbia here. Maybe he got a whack to the face or something. Cantwell trying to help him up. Oh, that's weak from Doumbia. Should have stayed in his feet, really. Oh, it was at Plymouth. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm really happy for Tom. I discussed this earlier. He's really turned around Plymouth Argyle's form. I think they've won 4 in a row now as well. 3 points away from League One playoffs. So yeah, as I said, hopefully he can continue the good vibes down south. Cleared by Abankwa, looking to find Irankunda. He does well to hold off his man here, Nestri Irankunda. Looking to turn. Poor pass though in the end. Come on, Watford. I need to see a bit more from you. And yeah, the game getting more stretched now. Ngakia into Edu Kayembe. What a ball that is, looking to find Mark Boller. Great ball by Kayembe. 40-yard pass that was. That was Etienne Capoue-esque, I'm going to say. Cipriani goes down. Referee, that's a foul. Thank you very much. Oh, Hector Cipriani getting involved with with a Hashi there. Chest to chest. Oh, we're getting closer to squeaky bum territory now. You know, my prediction before this watch long was a 4-1 win. I don't think we're going to see that today. Yeah, as someone alluded to earlier, I think it's going to be a tight game. I think someone will win this. I think it'll be kind of a one more goal wins it type of affair. So, yeah, hopefully that's the Orns. It seems like a couple of our players have lost their heads slightly here. Kieran's gone. Watford win 5-1. Iran Kunda hat-trick. 80th minute, 83rd minute, and 87th minute. And then Selvik to score from his own goal. I love that, Kieran, from you. Great energy. Here come Blackburn. Ball into the box. Surely it's a goal. Watford defend well. Still with Blackburn, though, over on this right-hand side. Oh, my God. Oh, it's dangerous. We just can't deal with, like, any sort of crosses into the area at all. We look so fragile. We need, like, that's why Matty is so important to us, because he's not like the prettiest of centre-backs, is he? Don't get me wrong. But he's, you know, he's a destroyer. He's someone who's going to get stuck in, a real physical presence. Whereas Abankwah and Gaben, as a partnership, whilst they're probably better at progressing the ball forward, physically, they're not as dominating as Pollock, are they? So, yeah, he is a big miss, Matty, today. Philip says, we need to get Bar on for Mamadou Doumbia. I'd be happy with that. I mean, there must be, you know, there must be something going on behind the scenes. If Kwadwo Bar can't get on in a game like today, what is the point of him being at Watford? Let's be real here. It's the same with Formose Mendy. That they keep saying they trust Formose Mendy and that he's a viable centre-back option for us. But we've got injuries defensively today, and Formose Mendy isn't on the bench at all. So why is he here? You know, we've got players at the club who, quite frankly, may as well leave and find different opportunities. If Javier Gracia is going to be this stubborn and not give people chances to prove themselves, that they may as well go on and look elsewhere, as far as I'm concerned. Oh dear, 70 minutes gone now. I mean, what were you all thinking? 20 minutes to go. Can you see Watford getting a late winner in this one? Well defended by Ngakia. Nice touch. Ball forward, looking to find Iran Kunda, showing his pace. Iran Kunda pressing the goalkeeper. Slice clearance by Topping goal. Come on, Watford. Maybe bring on Pat Mendy in midfield. Like, take Hector Cipriani off. He's on a yellow card. That could be another option we do, but it's not really that forward thinking, isn't it? Subbing on a defensive midfielder. So, yeah. I mean, we've used 2 of our 3 substitution slots already. Obviously, Vata in the first half, that was one used. Iran Kunda on the 60th minute, that was our second use. We've only got one more opportunity to bring on substitutions in this game. Evan says we'll get a late winner. Georgie Shakpatatse to score. Well, he had a massive chance, Evan, in this first half. Should have buried it, really. Well, I think he should, Mark. I really think he should apologise because, you know, unless there's something we don't know about, you know, starting a player who's come back from such a serious injury so quickly is strange, really strange to me, especially when you've got other options on the bench as well. If Watford were down to their bare bones and Vata was our only option, sure, I could maybe understand it a bit more, but I do agree with you, Mark. I don't get the thinking behind it, really. Come on, Watford. Do subscribe if you are new around here as well. It would be very much appreciated and would soften the blow slightly if Watford went on to lose this game. Hopefully we don't, but here come Blackburn. Well intercepted by Kayembe. Georgie picks it up, drives forward as he does so very well. Lovely ball to Iran Kunda here. Iran Kunda, man on, my friend. Well done. Ngakia. All the Blackburn players behind the ball now. A missed opportunity there for Watford to get forward. You can see what Blackburn's game plan is, and it's the same as Pompey, and it's the same as Millwall. It's sit behind the ball, wait for Watford to make an error, and counter-attack. Here's Mark Bowler, cuts it back for Iran Kunda, and well intercepted there by Blackburn. Selvik comes out, heads clear. Here's Georgie, very end-to-end at the moment. I said this would happen. It's opened up, of course, the home side. It's very important for them to get points on the board, and they're going for this. Here's Ngakia, looking to get a cross in from deep. Ngakia to Iran Kunda. Here's Kayembe. Is he going to shoot? No. Georgie now over on this left-hand side. Georgie looking to take on his man. He's got 2 Blackburn players marking him. Bowler, Georgie, back to Shakpatatse. Poor touch by Kayembe, really. Here's a Hashi for Blackburn. Does really well. Cipriani doesn't intercept, and big chance here. Here we go. Oh, and Hector's just there just in time to intercept. Come on, let's go for the game. Let's go for the game. Jesus. Here's Cantwell. Cantwell driving down the left. Iran Kunda challenging him. Boller heads clear. I mean, the players look knackered. Some of our players look absolutely shot. If I was Javi, I'd probably bring on Bar, Semedo and Small Mendy in midfield. I think that's what I'd do at this point. Here's Boller. Intercepted, goes out for a throw. Would you agree with them subs as the last 3 changes? Semedo, Bar and Small Mendy in midfield. There's not a lot else we can do really with the players we have on the bench. We've got to go for it. There's no excuses. What's the point in us holding on for a draw? We've got to go for these types of teams. And Bar's so physical as well. You know, players bounce off Quadwo Bar when he goes past him. You know, he's the ideal player to have in a game like this. Oh, Iran Kunda with a little poke at goal. Goes just wide. Deary me. Oh. Okay. 5 more minutes and then I'm officially declaring squeaky bum time. Javi Gracia looking very frustrated on the touchline there. Foul, free kick for Watford. Georgie to take it just on the halfway line. I'm not seeing anything right now that suggests we'll get a winner. Luca, I mean, he holds it up and then he's weak in the aftermath. Blackburn counter. Well, Burnley beating Spurs. I mean, Thomas Frank is surely on borrowed time there. Thank you for the update, Eugene. Here's Doumbia. Come on, spread it out wide. Georgie in loads of space here. Georgie Shaffatatse in acres of space. Surely he's going to have a shot. Oh, should have taken that on his left foot. Big chances for Watford. All right, corner. Georgie's gone over to take it. Oh, it's a poor corner. It's a poor corner. It's a goal kick to Blackburn. Lots of you tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you are new around here, please do hit subscribe down below. It's totally free to do and it really does help out the channel. And also leave a massive thumbs up on the stream too. Blackburn making another substitution. Jorgensen has gone off. And Doherty has come on. Hector Cipriani's gone down here. It looks like the Watford physios are going to come on and treat him. It's taken some sort of whack to the arm, it seems like. Massively frustrating this game. I do agree, Philip. I think you're spot on. We of course have to be balanced and speak about, you know, defensive frailties and that Watford haven't replaced Wiley or Max Lane yet in this window. But yeah, in terms of attacking substitutions, it's by far and away that the best Watford squad we've had for a few seasons. There's so much depth and quality in them wide areas, and Javi Gracia needs to use it, doesn't he? I actually thought for a second Hector may have dislocated his shoulder, but yeah, he looks okay. The Watford physio is just testing kind of his left joint there on his shoulder. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate the kind words, even if you are an opposition fan. Ugh. Looks like Cipriani will be okay in the end here. Goal for QPR. Oh, they're back ahead against Wrexham, 2-1 at QPR. Come on, Watford. Less than 10 minutes to go. Nathan says we're the Spurs of the Championship. It feels like it at the moment, Nathan. It's such a shame. I mean, we started the game electrically. As I said, the first 20, 25 minutes, I was like, bloody hell, this is exactly what I want to see. And then, yeah, we had the Vata injury. And yeah, it feels like Blackburn have grown in momentum since that point, really. Of course, there was probably a few chances we could have put away. Of course, that the players can be more clinical. But again, I'm putting this performance so far down to Javi Gracia, his team selection initially, and the substitutions as well. Yes, certainly unwanted by both teams, Anthony, a draw. We're desperate for the 3 points. Oh no. Cantwell nearly got in behind there down the right hand side. A Banquet as well to cover. And you know what? Yeah, Philip, you are right. I mean, he's never going to get a run under Javi Gracia, is he, at this point? It's a shame. I woke up this morning and I was feeling good about the game. I thought we'd get the job done relatively comfortably, but again, it's been a real struggle for us. And yeah, I mean, 8 minutes left to play plus added time. Wow, 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 wow. What a save by Egil Selvik. Oh my God. Oh my God. Blackburn should have scored. I've got to say, that should have been a goal. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. We've got so lucky. We have got so lucky there. Wow. And you know what? If Watford go on to win this match, I'm probably giving, Selvik made a mistake for the first goal, but that is such a vital stop by the Watford goalkeeper. Wow. What a joke. What a joke, Javi. What an absolute piss take. Luca Kiramgard comes off. Quadwo Bar comes on. Quadwo's got 5 minutes. What an absolute piss take. That's really annoyed me. Really has. Unbelievable. Unbelievable substitution. I really hope Quadwo comes on and gets the winner here, because the way he's been treated by Javi is ridiculous. Obviously, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Quadwo, could be a nightmare in training, have a poor attitude. I've got no idea. I'm just guessing, but I'm baffled as to why Javi hasn't used his assets more than he has. Very strange. 5 minutes for KB. I'll leave it there. You know I'm disappointed. You know I'm disappointed. So it looks like they're going to try Nestri Irankunda down the middle. Quadwo Bars coming over to this right-hand side. I mean, the only hope for Watford is that the referee adds on quite a lot of added time, really. Here's Blackburn. Here's Blackburn. It could be a goal here for Blackburn. Oh, headed clear by Cipriani. Blimey. Oh, we're properly in squeaky bum territory now. I don't know, Evan. What is the point? What's the point of putting him on for 5 minutes? I don't understand. I really don't. Bowler loses it. Blackburn counter attack. Alabiosu crosses past everyone. Cantwell picks up over on this left-hand side now. Oh my God. Yeah, what a save that was by Selvik Angie. A really top draw save. Obviously, I'd argue he made the mistake for their goal, but he did save us there. I just feel a bit dejected at the moment with Javi and this Watford side. What has happened to us? We look like a shade of where we were just a couple of weeks ago. It's another Blackburn corner. If we lose this, I've got lots of questions, to be honest. It's not acceptable if we lose this. Corner for Blackburn. Headed away by Iran Kunda. Georgie gets involved. So 2.5 minutes to go until added time. I will let you know what the fourth official displays on his board. I hope it's at least 5 minutes. I mean, we can't settle for a point here. We really can't. It would be disgraceful from a Watford perspective. Fair play to Blackburn. You know, they've stuck in and probably got what they deserved, really. But from our perspective, it's terrible. Here's Cantwell, ball into the box. Cleared by Caben, goes out for another corner. Todd Cantwell has dictated this game to a T. He's probably been the Blackburn man of the match, actually. And he goes over to take the corner here. It comes in, goes past everyone. We just about get away with it. Iran Kunda with a weird clearance, looking to get himself away down this right-hand side. And here is Iran Kunda setting Kwadwo bar free. Go on, Kwadwo. Gets intercepted. That was Kwadwo's first chance to run it as fullback. I mean, a few of you in chat are saying Javi out. I mean, let's see what happens in this game. But yeah, it's fair to say I'm not Javi out, but I'm Javi sort it out very quickly. Otherwise, I'm very worried. Is where I'm at. Iran Kunda attempting to head in that cross. Here's Georgie. Come on, lads. Let's have a few attempts on goal here. Hector, Georgie, Boller into the box. Kwadwo here inside the penalty area. Oh, God, deflections. Bloody hell. Come on, Watford. 20 seconds to go until the 90. Oh, hopefully we get 5 or 6 added minutes here. Yeah, Iran Kunda gets a shot away, deflected, and Blackburn clear just about. And here come Blackburn down the other end. And that's a goal kick. Thank you, referee. We've hit the 90th minute. How much added time have we got here? 4 minutes. It's not enough, really. Not enough for Watford. We've maybe got one more chance in this game. If it ends at 1-1, I'm really disappointed. God. I mean, Abank was now clutching his shoulder. Don't go down, Abank. We've got to get on with the game, mate. Oh, I'm stressed out, guys. I'm stressed out. We've been here before with Javi, says Ethan. I know. I do love the bloke, though. He's Spanish. He's got aura, hasn't he? So I do love Javi, but he's not been impressing me lately at all. Really strange decisions by him. Right, offside for Blackburn. Here we go. Free kick to Watford. 3 minutes left to play. Final call, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. We're here for most away days. I do miss the occasional one, but yeah, we're here for most away matches, doing live watch-alongs, previews, reactions, interviews as well with notable people within the football community. We spoke to Italian journalist at Sky, Luca Bendoni, just a few days ago about our transfer window and what to expect, so make sure you go and check out that video. Not long left to go here though at Ewood Park, and to be honest, Blackburn probably deserve this, to be honest. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm a bit lost for words. Lost for words is where I'm at currently. 2 minutes left to go. Hashi chasing a loose ball. Selvik clears, hoofs up the pitch. Come on, Watford. Goal for Wrexham. They've equalised late at QPR. And that's silly by Kayembe. He commits a stupid foul, yellow card, and Blackburn have a free kick. Absolutely silly. So yeah, 2.5 minutes of the four has been played. 1.5 minutes left to go. We ain't winning this, guys. I'm sorry. A real shit show. It really has been. And Blackburn can still win it here. Wow, Watford clear. Doumbia chasing it down. Oh, Doumbia nearly gets hold of that. Here's Ngakia. 1 minute left to play. 1 minute left to play. I repeat, and Kwadwo Bar is running down the right-hand side. Come on, Kwadwo. Produce a moment of brilliance for us. Oh, referee should have let the game carry on. All right, this will be it then. So free kick to Watford. Not in shooting range, but a chance to get a ball into the box. And this will be our final chance of the game. Jay Law says this should be the end for Javi. Some big opinions being spoken in the chat. And yeah, this is last chance saloon for Watford. Georgie standing over this free kick. If we put this away, we snatch it late on. Undeservedly, I would say. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Georgie with the free kick. Puts it in. Oh, and it falls to Iran Kunda, who fires over. And that is full time. Guys, let's stop the timer. Have a quick chat and... yeah, I mean, let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. What can I say? Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's just absolutely stupid. The amount of chances we've wasted this season over pretty mediocre sides with massive injury issues is just insane. It really is insane. The use of substitutions from Javi is bizarre. What I've learned over the past few weeks again is that he's a very stubborn manager, and can I see us getting the playoffs with him? That's the question we're all asking, and that's the question I'm sure Gino Pozzo and Scott Duxbury are asking right now. The nostalgia is great. I love Javi. I love what he did for us. And I'm not Javi out. I know a few of you are, and I know a lot of fans on social media are. But all I can see us doing at the moment is, again, just mid-table mediocrity, finishing between kind of 10th and 14th. You know, a placid end to what has been an exciting season so far. And this is the best squad we've assembled for a really long time. And... you know, one of two things can happen now. They can either back Javi in the last week of the window and bring in defensive reinforcements, or they can leave it as it is and kind of let the season fizzle out. And unfortunately, I do feel they're going to do the latter as it stands. So, yeah, I'm going to take a couple of hours to collect my thoughts, watch a bit of the match back, watch the goal you can see back as well. I'm interested to see who was exactly at fault for that. And yeah, I'll put up a match reaction probably later tonight. But I'm just immensely disappointed, and again, I feel sorry for all the Watford fans that went up that way to see quite a tepid second 45. The first 20 was really good. Like, I was really happy with like the first 20-25 minutes. Vata put in a great performance, but again, he got injured. Is it a reoccurrence of his hamstring again? That's a question that has to be asked. Was he rushed back too soon when we had Georgie, Barr and Iran Kunda all on the bench? So, yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. Thanks for everyone who has tuned in today. Let me look up the Watford fixtures. I'll see when I'll next be live. But yeah, you know what? It's not good enough. And yeah, you know, I absolutely, if you are Javi out, whilst I disagree with sacking another manager, I understand why people are saying that. And of course, as Watford fans, you know, maybe we've been infected by the Gino Pozzo way of thinking. Maybe we are just now, as soon as we hit a bad run of form, sack. But my opinion is that even with the injuries we have and the players that have left in Max Lane and Caleb Wiley, that the performance level should still be higher than what we saw today. Just looking at the fixtures to come very briefly for those of you interested. Watford versus Swansea at Vicarage Road on the 31st of Jan. I'll be there, of course. Feel free to say hello if you see me. Hull City away on Tuesday, 3rd of Feb. That's the rearranged fixture. A huge game, of course. And then that's followed by Southampton away from home as well. So yeah, our next watch along probably the Hull City game on Tuesday, February 3rd. So I don't know what else to say. I'll leave it there. I'll stop waffling. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Forget about the result. Go and enjoy your Saturday nights. And yeah, I'll see you again